Hi everyone, welcome to the Pop Culture Bite. I'm your host Maddie, and today we have Chris Henderson West, AJ Tierney, and Spencer Wright. Let's take a look at the wonderful world of pop culture. The trailer for the live-action Beauty and the Beast was released this week, and if you are any bit like me, you had to grab a box of tissues just 10 seconds in. We finally got a good glimpse at those CGI household items, Emma Watson as Belle and Dan Stevens as the Beast. Was this what you expected this live-action Disney remake to look like?
Yeah.
Yeah?
If there is one regurgitation, of a movie that I'm happy with, I'd be happy with that.
I'm way happier with it than I thought I would be because I am kind of fed up with this whole, we're gonna do this live action, and then we're gonna do this live action.
Yeah.
But it just looks so good that I can't really be mad at it. I don't have it in me.
Well, and a big part about it, for me at least, is Emma Watson, because I will watch literally anything she's in. So
I would watch,
that's really
I would watch 10 hours of Emma Watson, sneezing. I'd be like, yeah, okay, I'm in for that, yeah.
And I just loved all the CGI objects, how they ended up doing that, because when I heard that they were going to have partly real life actors, partly voiceover, I was like, how are they going to make a clock an interesting humanoid character? I was a little bit disturbed at first, but they made it still look like, oh, that's a clock, that's a candlestick, but also a human, but made it interesting.
Yeah, and they're still cute, the way they move, just like in the original cartoon.
Absolutely adorable.
I know.
But every part of it was what I expected a live action form to be. Nothing surprised me, nothing was different. It was literally just like the cartoon, but live action. And I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I just think...
I think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
I think it's a good thing. Yeah. I like her dress a lot. That was because, that could go wrong. They could have really, because yellow is a hard color. And if they pick the wrong yellow or gold, then all bets are off. The movie is just a bad movie now. So I'm glad that came out well. A lot of people said the Beast was too ugly, and I'm just wondering if they know what the point of this movie is.
Honestly, though.
And I was actually thinking the opposite. I'm not saying the Beast was attractive.
That's a hot guy right there, hot animal, yeah.
No, but it was really obvious that was a very humanoid face behind the hair and stuff, whereas in the animated version, it was kind of hard to tell that was a person at all at any point in time.
Right.
Whereas this one, you could clearly see Dan Stevens' facial features. So I was actually thinking the opposite. That's actually a very kind of manly beast.
Were they just expecting a guy with an ugly beard or something? It's a beast. It's Beauty and the Beast, not Beauty not Beauty and the cast of Duck Dynasty.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand that. I think
that's a bad criticism. Bad criticism. Yeah. Anyways, to add to our national state of crisis, Kendall Jenner deleted her Instagram account, and her fans lost their minds. The model of Kardashian fame apparently needs a social media detox, and she thought no one would notice her absence. But boy, was she wrong. It quickly became a trending topic on social media, and even CNN covered it. What do you think of Kendall's dramatic Instagram break?
Well, first off, I think CNN has more important topics to cover.
There's someone called Steve Bannon that CNN needs to know about. I don't know.
Yeah, honestly, I don't care. And I think the whole needing a social media detox, I mean, do you realize what you do for a living?
That's her whole thing. Without social media, that family has nothing. So it's a very un-Kardashian move for her to make.
Well, I guess, I don't know. I feel I'm very iffy with me when it comes to celebrities and what I feel their duties are as celebrities. And I guess signing autographs, taking pictures, that's the number one. Having your own necessarily social media account, I feel their whole family is social media moguls. That's what they do. Okay, so let one at a time, have a little time off. Let them be people for
Especially
a while.
Since she is the one who does the most outside of that because she has her modeling career. So I guess she doesn't need it as much as the others do. That makes sense.
I think anytime we can get a break from vapid celebrity waste is a good thing. I mean, not necessarily trying to come for Kendall or anything like that, but just in general, you see people making fun of their Instagram posts all the time, trying to recreate them because of how blatantly ridiculous those Instagram posts are. So I think anytime that they can take a break is not only good for them, like to get a break and
Right.
be a living human being for a while, but also good for society to
Yeah.
stop having like ridiculous standards to live up
Yeah,
to.
like there was that one picture, it was the most liked picture of 2015 with her hair as the hearts. I remember that.
Yeah.
And I just like, that wasn't even a good picture, first of all. Like,
And also,
listen,
she's been done.
it's been done before by every girl at a sleepover in middle school. And like, she has better pictures of it. Like, it's weird to me that all of a sudden became the like, oh my God, goals.
I feel like it's always so weird how people so quickly like react to a celebrity. Like when Justin Bieber deleted his account for a little bit. Or I don't know if it came back. I honestly don't care. But I just know it was gone for at least a little bit, and everybody was freaking out. I'm like, do y'all people not have jobs or lives to worry
Yeah,
about?
why is this important
Right.
to
Yeah.
so many people that
Yeah.
it's become such a big thing? Like, I think Kendall Jenner should be able to do whatever she
Yeah.
wants, and why do we care?
And the one thing that I think is most interesting, like Instagram of all things, like Twitter and Snapchat are the two social media apps that I think of when I think of like instant connection.
yeah.
So like if I see a celebrity that shuts down their Twitter, that's more alarming to me because
Or
to me,
Snapchat.
or their Snapchat, because those are like instant modes of like getting a message across.
Yeah.
So if they're gonna delete that, to me that's like, oh dang, like something big happened, like but in Instagram, that's just like a weekly post or
Right.
something. So deleting an Instagram to me is whatever, I don't know. I just think that's interesting that people
Yeah.
would freak out so much about an Instagram.
And if you are anything like us, you have a pretty incurable case of the post-election blues. But there is one thing getting us through it, and that is Joe Biden. A series of memes with the lovable vice president pestering Obama with pranks to pull on Trump has flooded the internet, and it has definitely been a light in a dark time. Do you guys have any favorites of these memes?
I love them all. They're so good.
They're so good. They're so good.
I just love the whole like the persona that we've created
I know.
of like Obama being like he loves him, but he's like fed up with this stuff, and then Joe's always like this lovable child, like
Yeah.
oh we gotta do this.
Yeah, like the little kid at
great.
Disney World is like, well, let's go on this ride, let's go on this ride.
Yeah.
And like the parent is like, you need to calm down. Yeah.
And it's great because Joe is like much older than
Yes,
Obama,
yeah.
So
My favorite meme is probably the one, I don't remember exactly how it goes, but I just love where apparently Joe is hiding something and Obama says, why are you hiding those, Joe? And he's like, well, Trump has small hands. I have to replace them with smaller things.
Oh yeah, like it's
And
the
then he just,
shampoo.
then he just repeats, he has small hands, Obama. Like, what? That doesn't. So I just think it's really funny how we're taking like the most, we're just trying to find
know.
any possible thing that we can find joy.
I like,
think,
you go.
okay, I think my favorite one is him and Hillary Clinton. And they're like standing there and she's just looking and he's like looking at her outfit and he's like, I can see why you lost, why you wearing so-and-so or whatever. And she's like, Joe. And I don't know why, but every time I see that picture, I'm just dying laughing.
Well, it changes the dynamic, brings
Right.
Hillary in, yeah.
Yes.
I like the one where he's just like, I'm hiding all the pens. And then Barack is like, why? And he's like, because he's bringing his own pence with him. I thought that was a great little
Yes.
pun there.
that's good. I like before. This is kind of before the madness started happening, but there was one when Tim Kaine gave that speech and he did the Trump impression, and there was, I guess it was a tweet, but it was Obama or Kaine, should I do my Trump impression? Obama, no. Bill Clinton, no. Hillary Clinton, no. Joe Biden, yeah, man, do it. And I just love that.
The VP and the VP candidate, like
Yes.
Yeah.
conspiring together. Do you think Joe Biden has seen these? And if he has, what do you think he thinks of them?
I think he likes them.
I do too.
I feel like he's
like-
created a few of his own.
Yeah.
I hope.
He started it, are you kidding me?
probably-
Yeah.
I like to think that he is like, hey, Barack, look.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
Barack's like, whoa, we're like, this is important. And it's like showing him memes of them doing the same thing.
I hope they have a group chat together that's just sending each other
Yes.
these memes.
Yeah, yeah.
That would be too cute.
I'm sure it is.
right
I
now.
also
hope.
like the one where it's like Biden and Obama like holding hands, and he's like, why are you still holding my hand, Joe? He's like, just wait until Pence gets in here. He's gonna flip.
Yeah. Or the one where it was just like when Pence and Biden met like at a restaurant, and it was like, I told the waitress it was our anniversary just to tick him off. I thought that was so funny too. Just the rivalry and animosity between the current VP and the VP-elect.
Yes.
And
And like Obama has been very clear that he's like trying to be neutral, like we're gonna come together as a country. But even when he was giving that speech, Joe was on the side.
I did this. Oh my God, it was so funny.
So it comes from like a place of truth.
Yeah,
so
like we know he doesn't want to do this.
No
interest in it.
No.
And you know what? Fair enough, Joe. Like, fair enough.
I think just in general, I'm really liking this like renaissance of Joe Biden appreciation. Like right before he leaves, we're all like reappreciating him. I saw a tweet that's compared him to Lil Sebastian from Parks and Recreation. Like Joe Biden is America's Lil Sebastian, I think was the tweet.
So true.
And I completely agree with that because he's sweet, he's innocent, not really sure what he does, but we love that he's here.
Exactly.
And I think that's applies to Joe and Lil Sebastian.
I agree with that. That's actually, it's a great little statement.
It's heartwarming.
That's all the time we have for the Pop Culture Bite today. Thank you for watching, and be sure to go to entertainmentmonthly.com for all the latest entertainment news.